Hepinize tekrardan merhaba arkadaşlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz de bugün sizlerle Assassin's Creed Valhalla'nın yeni bölümündeyiz. Hatırlarsınız önceki bölümde bizim bu Hemingway'la kapıştık. Ya onun ruh haliyle kapıştık ve o dedi ki bize senin vereceğin karar en doğru karar olur. Şimdi bu bölümde gidip ikisine de yardım edeyim. Hem Gilly'e hem de Tryggve, ama Tryggve'yi büyük ihtimal seçeceğim çünkü dediğim gibi görevi istemeyen adam görevi layıkıyla yerine getiremez. Bu da daha büyük bir soruna, daha büyük sorunlara yaşar.
Our strong feelings for Hemming come with much grief.
Ne oluyor?
Too festive and too soon. Fires, fights, and every man soaked in mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
Hemthorpe could burn before the pyre's lit.
Gods, have I failed my dear Jarl?
Peace, Tryggve.
Sakin ol.
What I can to calm things.
Ne diyor?
How dare he insult our culture? He's a dead man if I ever get my hands on him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fire! Save
What is this Boda you speak of?
a gift without price, fit for a jarl's lips. But hurry, it catches flame. Help! Fire! Save my food, I burn!
Çıksana oğlum. Gerizekalı, çıksana şuraya. Aptalın evladı.
Help! Fire! Save my food, I burn!
Patlayacak elimde patlayacak. Salak.
If this is your Boda, I managed to save it from the licking flames.
You dared Surtur's heat, yes! A most potent drink, distilled from grain by the Rus of Kiev. Dip your horn and have a drink.
A bit of drink in the belly never hurt.
Watch yourself. The Voda sneaks up on you quick.
Sal artık. Neresi yanıyor ya? Buranın etrafında bulabilirsin dedi. Kimseyi bulamadım, kusura bakma ama yani. Acaba şu içerideki mi diyor? İçeride, kesin içeridekileri diyor. Burada birileri var. Hayır. Hem torpenin etrafında diyor.
They are going to kill him. I told him not to do it. Now he's locked up in that house with no way out.
Ney? Ha.
Come out, you dung-eating rat!
What madness is this?
You dare wash our beloved Hemingir with your filth!
I asked you a question, friend.
There's a Saxon within. One stupid enough to try sending Hemingir to heaven over Valhalla. Now he cowers behind a locked door!
I only did right by his immortal soul!
You will get what is right for you!
Calm yourselves, all of you. I will speak with him, unmask his true intentions.
Get that stain out here now!
İyi, burada tam giriş yeri varmış. Nasıl ama ya? Ya kardeş, şu büyük olanı kıracağım değil mi?
my God!
The people are quite upset.
Leave me be! I did nothing wrong!
You should walk out of here on your own before you cannot walk at all.
Yes, yes, I'll walk. Don't hurt me, please. There's a key there. If you open the door, I will follow you out. Oh my God! You've got the key! Use it!
Get that snake out here now! 3.
Gel buraya.
You'll pay for your wrongs, desecrator.
Enough. Let him speak to explain himself.
Açta bakayım kendine.
Heminger. I swear! I only want him to fly free in the kingdom of God!
So you drench his body with your filth waters?
Was it your Christian holy water?
Of course! I anointed him in the name of the Lord.
Heminger was never one to weep over a bit of rain. Neither should you.
He insulted our noble dead.
Heminger would laugh at the very idea.
Sakin.
Sakin.
Oha. Penrir takir. Bağırıyor. Başka. Seni almayacağım. Ya başka kim var Allah için ya? Burada var birileri. Lan müzisyen. Burada yok birileri. Lan oğlum. Lan. Her yeri arıyorum bulamadım. Vallahi vakit kaybı şu an ya. O ne? Sen ne yapıyorsun? Şş. Ya aşağı indireyim de ben. Başka.
On to the next ruling. Shall we play in the woods or down by the river tomorrow?
Stools on the hay side are for the woods, and the side with the sacks of beans for the river. Pick your seats. No pushing, Bjornsson. I'm watching you.
Well, this is not good. It's a draw. This has never happened.
What about the tall one? Can we ask her to help break this tie?
Good idea, Froda. Tall one, sit by the hay side if you vote for the woods. For the river, the side with the sacks of beans.
Bu taraf olsun.
The answer is clear. We shall play in the river tomorrow.
Aye.
Now, the next matter for our Owlthing. We need a name for our merry band. The choices are Raiders of the Cake or
Raiders of the Cake.
Shadow Dragons.
Stools on the hay side are for Raiders of the Cake, and side with the sacks of beans for Shadow Dragons. Pick your seats.
Tall one, you too. Just in case we end up in a tie again.
Tabii ki Shadow Dragons. Raiders of Cake ne ya?
Looks like we are tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more.
Oturdum.
It is final. From now on, we are the Shadow Dragons.
A fitting name for future warriors.
Now to our next vote.
Yeter.
What should we do if we manage to capture a picked soldier? Stools on the hay side are for beating him up. Side with the sacks of beans for taking him prisoner. Vote!
Dövmelerini isteyeceğim.
It looks like we are tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more. The seats have spoken. We shall show no mercy. The badge of courage will be given to those who voted as such. You too, Tall one.
Thank you,
Güç
children.
verdi.
Remember, never go easy on your enemies.
Froda, write that down. The Tall One's words will be remembered. Thanks for the help, Tall One.
The next generation inspires confidence. Nottinghamshire is in good hands.
Ha bu bir de şey mi?
Where are you going? The Tall One does not want to play because the Tall One is a big baby.
Ya dur kızım. Göre işim var, gücüm var, yemin ederim 10 dakika duruyor.
Someone get that drunk away from the chickens. Stay back! Flee, warrior, flee! Loki's horde lays waste to you.
You mean Hemminger's famous fighting roosters?
Dragons with mighty claws, save me from their wrath. Thank you, mighty Thor.
Mighty
You
Thor.
saved my life.
When you sober up, steer clear of roosters. Some order seems to have been restored.
Oh be.
Now to trick me, to let him know.
Da ya.
Did you see that sopping sack of meat with the roosters? What an arsehole.
Ne saçma görev ya.
I've calmed the guests as much as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Hemminger would be proud of what you have accomplished here. All you have done for him.
I hope so.
This ache will pass, Trygve. With time.
Yes, it will.
Bu gitti. Geriye şu kaldı. Tamam. Ama zaten tamamladığımız için yeteneklerimizde şu an şey yapabiliriz. Kaldığımız yerden devam edebiliriz. Ya yeni şeyler geldi mi? Bunları tamamlamam lazım. Tamam şu flighting geldi diye önce. Seviyemiz de artar.
What a perfect figure you have. Poised, powerful, perfect.
Me?
Ben?
Yes. I cannot help but wonder, is your flighting as striking as you?
How do you mean?
I draw smiles from the women and winks from the men. I'm a poetry lover who's skilled with his pen. If you fancy a round, then approach and come speak. If you're lustful for verse, then I've got what you seek.
Oo.
I will flight with you.
Perfect. Would you like to make it interesting? With a wager, I mean.
My wager?
Vereyim
Thank
elini
you.
de. Hadi.
Are we ready?
Let us begin.
What know you of the power of fleets to seduce? Are you even aware that they have such a use? See, your weapon lies not in your belt, but your head.
But your head.
With words, I'll ensnare you and put you to bed.
Yes!
Bu var
I
ya.
could feel when you entered, the room became warm. Though I doubted your flighting, I quite liked your form. On your every word, I can say that I'm hung.
That I am hung. Oğlum.
I'm as good with my lips as I am with my tongue.
Yes, more! I could fleet more sweet nothings inside of your ear. Though I warn you, there's some of
Whoa,
the
whoa,
lewdest
whoa.
you'll hear. But instead of just telling, I'll happily show.
You are not so appealing, and thus I say no.
You're brilliant. Are you certain I can't convince you to tarry a moment? We could go somewhere and...
It was only a flight. My winnings, please.
Yes, of course. I was only... It was just a game, yes? Friendly banter? It's been a true pleasure.
Manyak ayaküstü bizi şey yapacak. Sallan bizi. Orada karizma 5 yapacağız ha. Fighting'lerin hepsini yapıyorum. Hepsini de alıyoruz. Yaparız yani. Karizma 5 yaparım. Bir tane daha şey de var. Yapmadım. Burada var mesela. Bunu da alıp onu da yapıp o şekilde şey yapabilirim. Ne derler? Seviye 5 olabiliriz.
This is an excellent shield, Soneva. Gunnar's craft never disappoints.
And here, from the Raven clan.
An impressive shield.
It is good, but it needs a touch of grandeur. Something personal for your father. A sigil, I think. A mark to adorn the front. We need an artisan. Is there one in the village?
I know a man. A master craftsman in exile. He lives in a cave northeast of Hemsel. I would take you there myself, but I have Isbjorn to retrieve.
Isbjorn? Your father's spear? Did he not wield it at Ulkerthorpe?
He lost it some winters back on a bear hunt. He hit the beast hard, but the spear stuck and the bear fled into the forest.
And after all these winters, you hope to find it again and present it to the pyre. The odds are narrow, to say the least.
Fret not, friend. I have a nose for these things. Seek out the exile. He'll see to your shield. This is an excellent shield, Soneva. Gunnar's craft never disappoints. Head on to the cavern, Eivor. Isbjorn awaits me elsewhere.
At gel. Tam nerede bu? Ha burada. Yani uzadıkça ben böyle sevmiyorum ama çok gereksiz uzatılmıştı. Mesela o görevde yok işte milleti sakinleştir. Ya bana ne milletten?
This must be the cave Billy mentioned. Who would live here?
Nerede de kimse yok. Ya Search for the Exile da yani ne bileyim nerede?
The exile must value his solitude, living in a hole such as this.
Da karşıya. Oğlum karşıya atla. Devam herhalde değil mi? Keşke görsem adamı da görmüyorum ki. Hiçbir şey yok. Aa buradaymış.
You are a difficult man to find. Hemminger Jarl is dead. I was told you are a master craftsman. I seek an etching on the shield to celebrate the life and death of Hemminger Jarl.
The stones.
Hemminger Jarl possessed a steady hand and steady heart. Do you possess the same?
Ha. Taşlar üst üste diz diyor. Yaparım onu. Getir. Direkt kolay koymuşlar ki bir de. Lan oğlum. Nasıl aşağı indiriyorum?
Your heart is not yet steady.
How could it be at such a time?
Hemminger Jarl's heart never wavered.
In life it did not, but in death it lies as still as a stone.
Aynen öyle.
You have not yet answered me. Will you help me with my etching?
Ne lazım söyle. Of, ne lazım?
How will you remember him?
Wisdom mı? Determination, kararlılık, strength. Wisdom.
His wisdom, always an inspiration.
The web of Wirth, then. 9 lines that write our fates. Past, present, and future entwined. Is this what you desire?
I still need to consider. By his unrivaled prowess on the battlefield.
Ah, Gungnir, then. Odin's faultless spear. A symbol of power. Is this your choice?
Ama işte güçlü...
I still need to consider.
Şey seçerim ya, Wisdom seçerim. Çünkü gücü... Eyvallah güçlüydü ama... Mesela oğlu onu bilgi olarak tanıyordu. Determination değil. Determination olsaydı kimi bırakacağını bilirdi. Strength olsaydı... Ya oğlu da onu evet şey yapardı ama... Daha çok yönetme işlerini babasının bildiğini söylediği için Wisdom diyeceğim. Evet bunu yap. Tamam.
How did you come to be here?
Fate. I was given a death sentence. Unfairly, I felt. But a man was killed. Hemminger Jarl desired for me to live. The villagers did not. My sight and exile. That was our compromise.
Thank you for this.
His son will take his place.
That is for Billy to decide.
Billy has no say. Fate has already decided.
Hadi ya.
The Alding is tomorrow, and the Jarl must be chosen. I should speak with Sunnema about this.
Aynen buradan direkt festival at. Bu bölümde bitirelim burayı. Kalmasın. Çok bıktım artık yani. Ben sonra ekstralarını toplarım buranın. Oo, bu arada çok güzel kalkan lan. Vallahi güzel kalkanmış ha. Bizimki de güzel de ne bileyim. Ya git oğlum ya. Ben seninle dövüşmeyeceğim. Uğraşamam ya. Verdiği bir şey de yok zaten. Takılsın kendi halinde orada.
Did you consult the vulva? And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered. Others, I must answer myself.
Hadi Trigve ya.
Do you think there's a place for Billy in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this shire of your own.
Lan ne diyorum ben?
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own.
Odin ne saçmalıyorsun ya?
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire, a man the people can trust. Most love Billy, and he loves them, but he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to?
İstemiyor.
Sturdy and wise and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind, almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission, only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
This is no small decision, Tryggvi, and not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
Çok zor karar.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? Was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Tryggvi olacak. Ben Tryggvi'nin olmasını istiyorum ya.
Eivor!
Sunniva.
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Vili gave chase.
Yapma.
Oh, stick. You should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
Zaman yok.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you.
Gel. Götür. Ben onları öldürürüm.
All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Our stick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to.
Nereye gidiyorsun ya?
I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back. As children and again now. If this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty wolf-kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. For you, I would have done the same. For any of the Raven clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Billy saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead. I will head.
Tamam sen bir şey deme. Hepsini öldürmüş. Gel bakalım. Geberin lan. Oha. Öldü mü lan o? Gel buraya. Koş geri koş. Sizin var ya sizin. Kaldı mı başka? Ağzınıza vurayım ağzınıza. Acil çıkış nerede başka? Kaldı mı başka? Heh.
Stop, Billy. They are gone. It is done.
Pah! I've seen roosters fight with more spirit.
Oddly enough, so have I.
That sound. Is it thunder?
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly.
Haydi gidelim. Yardır. Hadi bir şey oğlum nereye gidiyorsun? Normalde hepsini öldürerek çıkardım da neyse bu şeyi buradan çıkarmam lazım o yüzden. Billy. Okey. Hadi. Ulan bile. Hala emin değilim ya. Pikler bunlara başta bela olurken.
Just like when we were children, getting into trouble and getting away.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, Arstick.
Neresiymiş burası? Da bir yer. Hadi koşak. Koş. Hatta şu at çağırsam olur mu? Gel ondan binek. Gel bin. Tamam binmeyecek. İlla binmeyecek. Gel tamam bıraktım.
Ah, my sword's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as
Kjotve'nin
the morning,
askerlerine yapmışlar.
throws his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you'd been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name. And I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
Bunu yapamam maalesef. Zaten benim kendi klanım var.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply
İşte bu yüzden Tryggve'ye vereceğiz.
Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Billy. And what about Tryggve? And me? And your clan?
Of course. I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth, I understand.
Troll-faced arstick.
A chicken draugr. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Voda, too. A warder infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Billy. This has been good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory.
Büyük ihtimal bize katılırdı.
I even think about what we might have been to each other.
Ne? Hayır.
No, I never dwell on our past that way. I find it slows me down to crawl. And I'm not made for crawling.
Billy yapma.
I think I'll turn in. Long day ahead.
Yapma. İstemiyorum. Hayır.
A Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes. I should get back.
I understand. I'll see you there. Billy, gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
Hemen yetenekler geldi. Devam edelim buradan. Nasıl ya? Bu buraya bağlı değil miymiş? Vay anasını. Farewells and Negas. Bu bölüm biraz uzun olacak çünkü şunu bitirmek istiyorum artık lütfen. Trigve olmalı ya. Adam hala istemiyor yani. Belki dedim ister.
So many Danes, so many Norse. This will be the send-off Hemminger deserves. All the funeral preparations are in order. Be patient, Hemminger Jarl. We're about to send you on your final journey. No longer besieged by chickens, I see.
Throw the dragons on the fire with the great Jarl. We shall devour them together.
Tell me, what funeral gift did you manage to offer your Jarl?
Some Voda survived the fire. It will keep Hemminger warm in Odin's hall.
If he's not careful, that Voda will burn all of Valhalla down. Will your god warrior survive these flames?
It will. And should Hemminger Jarl so desire, our god will be ready to accept him into the kingdom of heaven.
Adheret lumbare ad furore de hominibus.
I hardly recognized you outside your cave.
I regret not seeing my great Jarl again.
You have done him a kindness by being here. Now do him one more. Have another drink. Or 10.
Bir tane veya 10 tane bir şeyler iç dedi.
I've not seen your face among the Hemminger clan. From where do you hail?
I come on behalf of the mighty Halfdan Ragnarsson of Northumbria to deliver a gift to the departed Hemming Jarl. These people are good drinkers and good warriors. Halfdan will be pleased.
Northumbria.
Brothers, sisters, kin and clan.
Your old friend. It is good to see you here. Is Lufina here as well?
Ah, Hjor.
One of us had to stay in Jorvik. She wishes she could be here, but alas, our duties never rest.
Aye, never. Only Hemminger Jarl has that privilege now.
Brothers, sisters, kin and clan. It is time. Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
I have it here.
Kalkan.
A shield bearing the sign of the Web of Weird. Woven into this shield as you wove your spirit into our lives. May the skalds sing of you as the gods embrace you. Feast, my friend, in the halls of the free and brave.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Hemminger-san.
Today we
Bakalım
mourn the
isteyecek mi?
passing of Hemminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink? We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again.
Vay be, güzel uğurladı valla. Bu anlarda çok bölmeyi sevmiyorum, o yüzden konuşmadım yani. O doğruya doğru.
Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the longhouse for the All Thing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Bakalım. Hala kimi seçeceğimi bilmiyorum var ya. Çünkü birini seçersem diğeri eksik kalacak. Diğerini seçersem başka bir şey eksik kalacak, o yüzden. Bakalım ya. Karar bana kalırsa Tryggve'yi seçerim.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
They have. None drink so well and so deeply as Clan Hemmingerson.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The All Thing will begin shortly.
Çağır. Bekleyemem ben. İşim var, gücüm var, hadi ya.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in mead, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
You stand side by side, really, and one of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
I see a Drenger before me. A man who yearns for the glory of battle. Tryggve should be Jarl. And you should follow your own path, wherever it may lead. Off a cliff, and into the ocean if that is what you need.
You know how to ruin a good moment, Wolfgist.
Some time ago, you asked about living with us as one of our war band. Is that something you still want?
To raid with you and Bragi? Gods, yes. Imagine the blood and mead we would spill.
For old times, then, and new alike.
Watch the look on the old man's face when he hears what we have planned. I stand before you as Vili Hemminger's son, but not as a Jarl. There is only one man with the needed honor and wisdom. Only one man my father deemed worthy of following him. Tryggvi, Jarl of Snotingham. May you walk proudly in Hemminger's path.
What is this?
Old friend, you deserve this. And so much more. Be proud. My future is elsewhere, Tryggvi. I will go with Eivor, to live and fight beside the Raven clan.
I do not know what to say.
Say yes.
Yes. Thank you, Vili.
Güzel.
Eivor.
Well done, Arstig.
Until my path leads me home, I serve under your banner, Eivor.
Eivor, let my first decree be Hemminger's wish. An alliance between our people. When you call, we will rise.
As we shall for you, Tryggvi Jarl.
Doğru karar buydu. Bir toprakların
No one can live up to Hemminger Jarl, but I will do my best to serve in his stead. Thank you, Eivor. I entrust Vili to you.
It is time I return to the settlement.
Randy'ye gidip raporlayalım, sonra bitsin. Bu arada düşen meteor şeyle alakalıymış. Challenge'lar var ya, yeni geldi update'le. Ve Mastery Challenge. Masterlık challenge'larla alakalı. Onlarla alakalıymış. Sonra bakacağım ona ben. Onun video ile alakası yok yani. Göstermesem de olur. Lan şey nerede? Ha, herhalde şey bitince olacak. At niye burada? Randy ile konuşup diğer bölgelere bakacağım. Başka hangi bölgeler var diye.
I bring fair tidings, Randy. Hemminger Jarl in Snottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He has now joined our clan and will serve as a raider on my ship.
I remember the young man. He will make a fine addition to your crew.
Bıçağı koy kargayı oraya, bitti. No. Şimdi dur bakayım.
I want to see the alliance map.
Olmuyor. Burası ve şurası olmayacak. Sonraki de hedef bir Sutex. Bakayım başka ne kaldı? Başka, ha ama bak 2 tane daha var mesela. Cam yo. O normal, tamam, boş. Sonraki hedefimiz Stacks. O zaman kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın. Bay bay. Diyeyim. Videoyu benim kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Sonraki bölümde kaldığımız yerden devam edip hedefimiz olan artık Stacks'e gideceğim. Yani artık oyunun sonuna doğru yaklaşıyoruz. Adım adım geliyoruz. Haberiniz olsun. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın. Bay bay. Videoyu beğenip kanala abone olmayı unutmayın.